want to give you guys a warm welcome to the first lesson of the channel, Mindset from a Teenager. I am Damien, and in the first lesson, I'm taking you on the lesson about how you can make from your thoughts your personality. We have arrived at the planning and the goals. The planning is is exactly always the same. Look, not always, but on regular lessons. That is reading, planning, and goals. In this lesson, it is practical things, but in the following lessons, it is a catch up on what we did the last lesson. Then I will give you an instruction on the subject. So as today it is how you can make from your thoughts your personality. Then we are going to make some exercises about the subject. And at last, it I will give you a closure on the subject and tell you what we are going to do next lesson. The goals for this lesson, what I hope you can achieve at the end of the lesson, is you had made a thought about how your mindset works, and you know a small thing already about your mindset. We have arrived at the practical things. What I want you to have always with you when you are watching these lessons is sort of a notebook. That's because in all the lessons that I'm going to make, you can you sometimes need to take notes, and you always need to make exercises that you need to write in your notebook. So please have that always on you when you are going to watch the videos of this channel. Now have arrived at the instruction. We are going to talk about the chain reaction of creation. The chain reaction of creation is a hard word. What is standing for something very easy. I am going to explain step for step what they mean. When you are thinking, you think about a thought. It can be positive, it can be negative. Let me take a positive thought for this explanation. A positive thought is, what a beautiful day it is today. You think that in your head. Then you speak it out to like your colleague, your mom, your dad, your your children. I don't know who's watching this, so yeah, it can be everyone. Then you are going to act happier because yeah, it's I don't have to make the cat white that everybody is happier when the sun is out shining. It's like 25 degrees Celsius outside, and then it becomes a habit. Like if you say always positive thoughts, you like that, and then you want to say more positive thoughts. So then it becomes a habit to be positive, and then people think, oh, he's always positive. So then it becomes your personality. And at the end of the line, if you are always positive, it can be that people ask you if you want to help in a shelter full with traumatized children. So yeah, your thoughts always have a personality at the end or a destiny. Now we're going to talk about the negative thought because you can see then why it is easier to think positive than negative. When you have a negative thought like, oh, that colleague is such an asshole, you think that. Maybe you have a good colleague of yours who thinks the same and you're going to talk about him behind his back. Then it becomes an action because you think, oh, that's so fun to do. I don't know why though, but yeah, some people are just weird. And then it becomes a habit. and when it's a habit, it's more personality. Maybe more people are realizing that you're talking behind people's backs, and then it becomes your identity, and at the last it becomes your personality, because your destiny personality, because then less people want to talk to you, you're getting more alone. So yeah, that's the reason why it's better to talk positive than negative. And you have many examples of this sort of thoughts. So yeah, this, I hope you understand now what I mean with the chain reaction of creation. We have now arrived at the exercises that you are going to need to make on this subject. I'm going to talk about all three of them, but maybe set the video on pause so you can do it in your own time. The first exercise is think of a thought that could become your personality. How would that happen? So, like why I talked about on the last slide about the positive and the negative thought. Create an own thought and describe how it can be at the end of the run your personality. The second question is going to be answered in the next lesson. I had said it literally in the last slide. That is, why are positive thoughts, according to this explanation, better than negative ones? This question will be answered in the next lesson. That is question 2. And the last question, the arriving question, is which thought do you think about most often right now? And how could that thought eventually become your personality? I want you to set the video on pause and make all of those exercises quietly and think about it. We have now arrived at the end of this video. What I hope that you have learned is you have made a start and on a small part about how your mindset works, and you know a small thing already about your mindset. What I want you to do is, as also an exercise, describe what I mean with you had made a start about how your mindset works, and you know a small thing about already about your mindset. I want you to set the video in pause and think about the questions that I said. And in the next lesson, we are going to talk about positive, negative values and your life statute. That lesson will be posted on the 26th of May, and that will be the last time that I post the mindset lesson on Tuesday. From the 1st of June, on the Tuesdays on 3 p.m., I will post the BAM blog, the blog about mindset, and every Saturday on 9 a.m. and 9 a.m. Central European Time, 8 a.m. English time, I will post a video about how your mindset works on my YouTube and shorts on my TikTok channel. So, if you've had found this video an interesting video to watch, please click on the like button, subscribe to the channel, and then I will see you in the next lesson about positive, negative values and your life statute. Bye!